Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to Saturday show. How's it going? Happy time zone. I hope your week has been not killing you at the very least. And at the most, I hope it's been wonderful. What is the stream title? Girls Gone Piss.
Girls Gone Piss.
You know, girls may piss.
Girls may piss. Like the Devil May Cry?
It's like Devil May Cry, you know,
Girls
with
may piss.
Dante and everything. But girls may piss.
I don't know about Devil May Cry to dispute it.
Let me show you. He could get it.
Okay.
And there's different like iterations of him, but
yeah, okay.
yeah. More of a Bayonetta girly, and that's valid, I think, personally. You know what Bayonetta looks like, right? You've played Smash.
Me?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, she looks familiar. I do not like Smash. It's too aggressive for me.
It can, yeah.
And people are too
good.
People are too good. People are too passionate about it.
Too sweaty.
Yeah, I'm scared.
I'm just a stinky little casual. I don't want to.
Scared.
Yeah.
I also hate losing.
Yeah, Girls Gone Piss. Don't forget it.
Don't forget it.
Words to live by. America's Tumblr non-mini swag poll type between Link and Knight Hollow Knight. And we said they both get. Oh.
I love Tumblr polls. God, the serotonin that I get from just clicking those little buttons, seeing how I rank up against everybody else, it's so good. The like not like other girls syndrome I get when one of my choices is like the least picked. And then on the other side, the solidarity I get knowing that I am so similar to everyone else and that everyone else thinks like me. It's so nice. Yeah, I love that shit. It feels different on Tumblr than it does on Twitter. People are using it differently.
I mean,
having 10 options feels good.
Having 10 options feels good. And I don't know, the mental illness being different feels good also.
Yeah. It feels right.
The Tumblr mental illness feels so much comfier.
Yeah.
Than the Twitter mental illness. Small Town Murder is a comedy podcast where we talk about unusual murders in small towns. Comedy comes from making fun of the towns and dumb cop criminals, not the victims.
Yeah, that's really nice.
See, here's my, I don't know if hot take is the right word for it, but true crime, I don't know how the girlies do it. That shit gives me anxiety. It makes me feel like death is around every corner. And I don't like that. As in watching true crime or creating, watching or listening to it. I mean, I wouldn't know where to begin creating. I imagine that would make it even worse, because then I'd have to, like,
deep
research. Dive, and that'll just, I imagine that's much worse. But no, I don't like. It makes me scared.
Yeah.
True crime isn't that exciting for me, but I do listen to conspiracy. I mean, look, I'm also the kind of bitch that, like, CSI made me anxious. Because, like, watching it as a child, when I was, like, 6, 7, 8 or so, unironically, there are times when I would, like, not go in front of the window because I was, like, convinced there was a sniper pointing at my window or something. So it's like, I can't let them see me. I'm okay now, but I did also, there was one, horror movie that we watched when I was younger that, there was one scene where, like, a kid gets pulled under a bed. And that did for several years after cause me to turn the lights off and jump into bed.
Yeah.
For probably until I was like 14, actually. I didn't like that.
I also plan to die under mysterious circumstances.
Cheers, bro. I'll drink to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind. Yeah. I can, like, Saw, I can deal with. Body horror, it doesn't bother me much.
Oh, we're the opposite.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Pixelation? Pixelate me, brother.
Oh, I like this.
Ah!
That's very fun.
That's very fun.
I feel like I'm in Stardew Valley.
There we are. Hi.
Oh, I'm just
She's gone.
Imperceivable.
That was a little better. I like this. This is fun. I'm gonna have to figure out some little little things to do with this. Hi, welcome to the Saturday show. What are your deepest fears?
What are your deepest fears? Again.
Again.
Sorry to do that again.
Descending stairwell. SCPK. There's some SCPs that are really like they'll hit some deep horrors that I did not know about. SCP's so cool. I had a moment recently where someone was telling me that like someone had died, and my first response was to say, "Aw, rip," and then I realized I was like, "Wait." That might be a little...
Uh-oh, real life.
They thought it was funny.
That's good.
But I was like, wait, I probably not the right one to drop. I feel like it could be sillier.
Do Godot Trombone Champ. That seems really funny.
Oh, loud. It's different.
Yeah, I love that.
Emptier. Don't look. You're here. I didn't know what that thing was called until now.
Wow.
Trombone Champ. Is it like a DS thing or what?
No, it's on the Switch, I think.
Oh.
It's a
PC game. Oh, why is there a me? Why am me there?
Why am me there?
Why am me there? It's on Steam? What?
What?
Can you like connect a trombone? Like Rocksmith with a guitar, but with a trombone? Yeah, y'all know Rocksmith? It's kind of cool. You plug a real guitar into the Xbox and then you're playing Guitar Hero but with a real guitar. How are they going to sense the embouchure? You got 3 buttons and a mouth.
They barely sense the notes.
3 buttons is a trumpet. Yeah, but then the embouchure is like a 4th button, you see? The mouth.
This fucking instrument.
You only can make 9 notes, right? With 3 buttons. 1, 2. No. What's the quick maths?
No.
Okay. I guess I'll die then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Key is 6. You get 6 combinations of button press. Where are you gonna play the other 12, however many notes in the scale? With the mouth. You gotta change the mouth hardness, if you will. How pursed are your lips? That's the embouchure. You understand.
You understand.
And trumpet, what? Trumpets have slides? That feels fake. What doesn't feel fake, though? Okay, it's good, but it's not the same. Sorry. Forget. You know what? Who else has a hard mouth? Yeah. There's a slide to kick out when you... Huh? When you play D... D's nuts? Off we go.
Off we go.
No, off we go. From save point. Okay. Let's just do it again. Fuck it.
Huh. Mr. Wright's not here today.
He said his old foot injury was acting up.
Old injury? He was all smiles yesterday.
Yes, he smiled when he said we'd be fine as long as you're there, TRUCY.
Yes. Fine. We'll be fine. Here comes justice! I started my voice training at 5 this morning.
Ooh, do some now. I want to see. Here.
Huh? Oh, okay. My name is Apollo Justice, and I'm fine!
That sounds more like a self-mantra than voice training.
I don't know who that is.
Who are we? Who's our... the boyfriend... Right, the weird... The
brother?
The brother dude.
Yeah.
The brother.
Brother. Who are we defending again?
The brother, right?
No. We're defending the son.
The son. That's what I meant.
But the brother's the prosecutor.
Oh, that brother you meant.
Yeah, I meant that brother.
Gotcha. We were on different brothers. I'm fine. I'm fine. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Weren't you him?
I think I was
I
him.
think you were him.
Good morning. Yo, sup? Hit me with the guilty verdict, G. See if I care.
Huh. A pianist. A pianist who can't play.
Can't play a lick.
Pianist who can lick. Anyway. Future stage magician and trainer, apparently the daughter. Yeah. We don't need to worry about him. Wife to the Kentucky family boss. Busy cleaning up paint. Guile Dune. Yes. Defend the fiancé. Spit an image. Oh yeah. Winford. Don't ask. The defendant, heir to the Kentucky family empire, and his fiancé. Oh yeah, the dead guy. The clinic man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You just hang loose and let things go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? Not really.
Lucky. Don't be running your mouth like that in here.
See, that's the difference between me and you, old man. I ain't afraid of no cops. Real J's can keep it real till they spend some hard time in the pen.
You have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Sounds like they've both been voice training too, Apollo.
My worst fears realized. The trial's starting, and I still haven't had a real talk with my client.
Yeah, buddy. Walkie is cringe but free.
Good for him.
Good for him. But also, please don't make you go to jail.
True.
I'll feel bad. Don't make me feel bad. I'll feel bad. My worst feels realized. Oh, yeah.
Hey, King.
Oh! Court is now in session for the trial of Walkie Kentucky.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Ready to rock and roll, Herr Judge. Ah, it's him! The guy from yesterday. He's a prosecutor?
It's Mr. Gavin's brother.
Long time no see, Prosecutor Gavin. Were you taking a leave of absence? You know that little band I started in my free time. The thing is, we got real popular. Hard to say nine to your fans when 3 of your singles go platinum, yeah? I see. I'll be honest, I was a little concerned. I feared that you might still be distraught over that one trial. Not to worry, Herr Judge. I wouldn't miss this day in court for the world. It's worth even more than VIP passes to one of my concerts, yeah? How could I pass up a chance to see the true strength of the little boy who bested my brother? It was worth canceling a show or two. Understood. You may give your opening statements to the court. Before that, I was thinking, is the air in this courtroom not a bit serious? It is a court of law. That's no way to get the crowd jumping, Herr Judge. They're not supposed to jump. This is a courtroom. Achtung, baby. Achtung, baby. Today we play it my way.
Okay, so this man is gay.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's that noise?
His tunes? Sometimes you have to get on up in order to get down to prosecuting.
This is crazy.
The victim, Pal Maractus, the director of the Maractus Clinic. The scene, People Park. He was found pulling a noodle stand. What in the world was a doctor doing pulling a noodle stand? It's funny that all these German characters are just people who spent time in the US. Yes, I believe you will only find that out by asking the defendant right here, right now. Because it's an undeniable truth that he shot the victim.
What do you mean, undeniable?
If you are to glare at anyone, Herr Justice, glare at the punk in the defendant's chair. His crime was witnessed quite clearly, you see. Very well. Please admit this witness to the court. What a fucking... First off, animation
So good.
was popped off.
So good.
What an annoying bitch, though. Nine, not yet. First, there is a little matter to be cleaned up.
Could you talk without the accompaniment?
I swear I could see the guitar for a second.
He like willed it into existence.
Yeah, literally
I
just...
love that.
What is it, Prosecutor Gavin? The motive, Herr Judge. Why did the little punk do it? Like, every frame had fingies moving. Hit allow on that. There you go. Why did he kill the director of the Maractus Clinic?
Not so fast. The defendant doesn't have to explain that.
I'm gonna be on the edge of my seat the whole time until the crash happens.
Yeah.
Oh? But what if the defendant specifically requests to do so, as he did this morning? I want to give a shout out to all my homies, I believe he said.
I love that.
What?
What is right?
They always say that. They always say that on stage, you should hit the crowd with speed and ferocity. Sounds like he got you good, huh, Polly? Well, this is highly unusual, but the court will now hear from the defendant concerning his motive in the crime. At least I can say it, yeah. So, you, son, are the defendant. Wookie, are you?
I ain't your son, old man. You step to a Kataki, you best be prepared to step strong. Wait, I want to take my beer reel.
You step to a public official, you'd best be prepared to step into jail. You gotta hand it to him, Waki sure has guts.
It's not his guts I'm worried about.
What are you doing thinking about another man's guts? Well then, the court will now hear testimony on the defendant's motive. From the defendant himself. Good evening. Hi there, Breeze. Welcome on in. Just in time.
I'll tell you one thing. That doctor was a quacker. Someone had to show him what's what. I was in his clinic about half a year ago. He messed up my ops something bad. And then he just lets me go without a word. See you later. Bye. So I gotta go in, get another doc to patch me up again. That was the day I done figured it out. No OG's gonna let that pass. That's where I went to his pad that night. Know what I'm saying?
Brother... You're saying you were one of the victim's patients?
A lot of stuff goes down when you're keeping it real in the street. True that. I'll tell you one thing, that doc was whack.
You think Clifford knows Fran? I'm tempted to say maybe.
Fran would fucking hate this
Oh,
bitch
for sure.
so much.
Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination.
I can't believe this is the first time I'm hearing about all of this.
She would fucking murk him. That doctor was a Quaker. MLM WLW hostility.
Yeah. First of all, the word you're looking for is quack. And isn't that a little harsh? He's your family doctor. Who asked you, Pointy Locks? Just who do you think you are? Your lawyer? Look, I ain't trying to hear that. He was a quacker. Plain and simple.
Ugh, so I had to show him what was what.
By someone, you mean Was there anyone with a score to settle with this doctor? Besides you, I mean. You better ask somebody else, Holmes. What do I care? I made up my own mind and did what had to be done. Straight gangster style.
But why were you so mad at this doctor?
Yo, sit back and listen while I drop it, J-Man. He's gonna drop it?
He's gonna drop it like it's hot. How dare Audioactive for... That's what I'm saying, right?
So, you were a patient at the Maractus Clinic half a year ago? For what reason? I had what you might call a mark of honor.
Can you explain precisely what was wrong?
We had a little run-in with the...
Rivalis?
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
With the Rivalis family. That's when I pulled the jack move. And ran into an ambush. G busted a cap right in me.
According to my sources, you couldn't stand the stress of waiting. And ran in 15 minutes before the appointed time. By yourself.
Hey, I was more than a match for those guys.
Ah, yes, the rival family. Our rivals. Our rivals, the rival family, of course. So you were carried to the Maractus Clinic from there? Apparently he was shot in the heart. And you're too late. You give love a bad name.
Shot in the heart and he's still alive?
I can catch bullets between my teeth, but I never learned how to catch them with my heart.
The bullet stopped just short of my thumper, know what I'm saying? I would have been golden if it weren't for that whack doc. Can't even take out a stupid bullet.
So, as you say, the surgery was a failure.
That ain't all of it, Holmes.
Bye.
Bye. What do you mean he just let you go without a word? What do you think it means? It's whack, that's what.
I'm not sure what that means, but it sounds bad. It sounds as though Herr Doctor wished to hide his mistake. This is why he let the defendant go.
He's a liar, straight up. He's a better G than me.
Womp womp. Ooh. Neither did Gregory. He also wasn't a magician, though.
Rest in peace, Dilf.
I gotta go patch up again.
So, this bullet is still... You know it. I can still feel it.
I don't like the idea of that.
Right there in my chest, pressing up against my heart.
Your words are like a bullet shot straight into my heart. Or something to that effect. Incidentally, that's from one of our hit singles. Well, that sounds like a straightforward case of malpractice.
Word, J-Man. We're no accident, that's faux shizzle.
Sounds scary, yeah, I don't like that. It seems that there were issues with this doctor.
Man, putting him down was like doing the world a favor. Waukee! Please consult your lawyer before saying things like that.
Chin up, Apollo. Back straight. But why did this mistake only come to light that day? It was found during the family health checkup.
The family checkup? That was the wackest thing of all. All us G's lining up, taking eye exams and all that. Better to die young than to fade away, Bezoya.
A relief to hear.
What's a relief?
Oh, did your father not tell you? That bullet you carry so close to your heart. If not attended to immediately, it could kill you.
What?
Yes. Herr Dr. Maractus had knowledge concerning this ticking time bomb in you. Knowledge that could have saved your life.
No way. That's whacked.
There is proof. Your checkup report. How ironic that you would kill the one man capable of helping you. You're almost as careless as he was. Well, now that the place is hopping, let's get this gig started. Started? We've had enough of a warm-up act, yeah? Time to hear from the witness. Wacky sure is quiet all of a sudden. Yeah.
I'm a little uneasy myself. Is this Gavin's strategy?
He's a bitch, but I like him. What the hell is this? So, you will tell us your name and occupation.
I hate this bitch.
Stickler? James Charles looking ass?
James Charles looking ass for real.
Hey, sisters.
Hi, sisters.
Am I taking him?
Sure, you can.
What am I feeling? He's there.
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
He's
there.
He's there. My name is Wesley Stickler. By occupation, I take it you refer to the Prophet Society at large, as a livelihood under which definition I must confess to being unemployed. However, we must acknowledge the meaning of the identity which is commonly attached to this notion of occupation, and once we have accepted this reality, we see that our confusion is not gestalt per se, but derived from the vagueness inherent in all representations of the... By which he means to say that he is a student. A junior at Ivy University, if I'm not mistaken.
He's only a junior?
Wow. He hasn't had the fucking light beat out of him yet.
Oh, and he's a STEM kid. I fucking hate this guy.
Of course he is. Christ alive. Yes, in the Department of Science and Engineering. Very topical. Uncomfortably so. Filled with curiosity of all things, I spend my days in pursuit of truth, honing my... Herr Stickler, please... Herr Stickler, please direct said curiosity to the case at hand today. Very well, Mr. Stickler. Please testify to the court about what you saw on the night of the crime. You ask, quite simplistically, what I saw. However, we must understand that Homo sapiens possess two eyes that's designed to receive and interpret data, sending messages in the form of signals to the...
And then we blacked out.
We just...
I love
Same,
that
that's
for
exactly
us.
what I would do. I'd also black out and just be like, okay, well... Why is he's not even close.
True, Ivy University callback.
Yeah. That night, I passed through the park on my way home from shopping when I saw them. One man pulling a stand, another man facing him. I saw them quite clearly. The man facing the victim was the defendant. In his hand he held, yes, a pistol. It was pointed at the man pulling the stand. A shot! The bullet hit the man pulling the stand from in front, square in the forehead.
Ooh. You should check that autopsy
Yeah, I was gonna say,
report.
well, do we have that? I don't know if we have that. Oh, we have that. Single bullet to the right temple.
There you
Wrong!
go.
Also, we got this. Results from a checkup. Walkie-talkie 19. Metallic object near heart. Urgent exam needed. That's it?
That's it?
That's it? Okay. Was there anyone else in the park at that time? I can say with 100% accuracy that there was not.
If you were a science bitch truly, you'd know that you were never able to say anything with 100% accuracy.
Give me your error bars. You better have error bars.
You better have... Oh. And he's not even a real
He's not even a real...
bitch.
No.
I fucking...
What a
I've
fucking
never
phony.
despised an Ace Attorney character more. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah,
the burning
I hate this guy.
hatred that I feel for this man.
Why is he here?
I don't care how many people Ace Attorney characters have murdered anymore. This bitch is number one on my hit list.
Put him in jail.
I fucking hate him.
He's a STEM major in clown. No, they're not.
No.
In fact, the overlap is quite frequent.
It's quite large.
The pistol our witness refers to is this. The court accepts this into evidence. Okay. Very well. Mr. Justice, you may cross-examine the witness. To Old Bag. No, see, even Old Bag has, like...
I'm trying to think of
has
times...
a charm.
I'm trying to think of times where I've gone, I hate this bitch. Because I know I have during the stream.
Luke at me.
I did
Freak.
despise Luke at me. That is true. The freak is up there.
The freak is up there. They call it annoying traits and made into... Yeah, straight up.
Yes, Your Honor. TRUCY? Why are you staring like that at the witness?
That man. I can't help but feel I've seen him somewhere before.
Huh? I feel like I would recognize that James Charles bitch.
With those cheekbones and that fucking pursed lips. Come on.
Come on.
That night I passed through the park on my way home from shopping when I saw them.
On the way home from shopping, you say? Why go through a park?
Ah, a fascinating inquiry. Revealing me culpable of being insufficiently verbose. Let us consider the time saved by passing through the park on the way home from the store. During that time, I'm capable of solving 2 GMAT problem sets. On average, it requires me 3 minutes 24 seconds. Ergo, the time to complete 2 is on average 6 minutes 48 seconds. However, in the case of the question of the verbal category, admittedly not...
That's enough. Enough. I get the idea.
Mr. Justice, this court hopes to finish cross-examination sometime this month. Please, I have a recording booked after this trial, and I've got a show to perform.
Gee, sorry you're all so busy.
Clown is not an exclusive class. No, the amount of classes with which you can cross what do they say in the games? You can like cross specialize in subclass. The amount of classes with clown multi-class. The amount of classes that you can multi-class clown with is like infinite.
All of them.
You can be a clown in any. You can subclass as a clown in anything.
And you'll find a clown
in every
corner of the world. Were these men just talking by any chance?
No, now that you mention it, though I cannot claim I heard them clearly. Only fragments, such as, "You lied to me," and "I'm gonna give you a taste of your own medicine, pal." It's just as our defendant claims. I believe he wished to teach the victim what it felt like to take a bullet in the heart. If that's true, then this is a vital piece of testimony.
Sounds like he heard them clearly enough to me.
Hold it. Might I be allowed to amend my testimony? Pinky out, you see that shit?
Yeah. What now?
To be precise, he did not say pal, but man. Yes, that was the way of it. I swore it on my diploma.
You don't have one yet. You don't have one yet. What's the difference?
Is the diploma in this room with us now?
Yeah, literally.
And this other man, who was he? The man facing the victim was the defendant.
How can you be so sure it was the defendant? The crime took place at night. It would have been too dark.
Perhaps I was remiss in not mentioning this earlier.
Huh?
You see, in class, I always sit in the very backmost seat. You know why?
Who cares?
Because I do not wish anyone to copy my perfect notes.
Oh, I'm gonna eat this table. I'm gonna eat this table.
And this relates to your testimony. How? I mention this to illustrate the predisposition to that which is perfect. It was dark, you say? Yet there are lights in the park. If I say the defendant was in the park that night, then he was in the park that night. It is hard. It is a hard, immutable fact. He sure is confident.
He seems to be telling the truth, too.
I wish to kill this man. with my own hands.
Oh my
in
god,
Minecraft.
I would do anything. Do fucking anything. Are you sure the pistol you saw is the same as the one you just submitted as evidence?
Am I sure? Surely, you jest. Or so a common witness would be tempted to say.
Huh?
Yet I am no common witness. I see not only events as they are, but the logical structure governing these events. First, we must consider the fact that it was night in the park, my field of vision due to insufficient levels of illumination. Now, we consider that the pistol, let us call it Object A, was indeed shrouded in darkness. It becomes difficult to say with certainty that Object A was indeed Object A. I think he means he couldn't see it that clearly.
My badge for a normal witness.
Oh, brother, we're just getting started, I'm sure. Yet, the fact that a pistol was fired before my eyes is indisputable. I can still see it when I close my eyes. The defendant raised his weapon.
Are you absolutely certain only one shot was fired?
Yes, of course it was one shot. Why do you ask?
'Cause it's my fucking job. Aha! A contradiction, finally!
Does it say that?
I don't
didn't
think
look.
so. Oh,
Yeah.
it does!
How about
Okay.
that? No fingerprints.
So
we should have looked at this.
Our job is being done
Wait,
for
let's
us.
check. Hold on. We did.
Oh,
yeah, we should do some
good
little
point.
checkies.
Little checkies.
Checkies. Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese. Nothing to see by the sea.
What about down the
down
barrel?
Ooh. Looking down the barrel. Oh!
Ah.
Gonna be like the...
Whoa! Don't point that thing at me!
Don't worry, I can handle myself around guns. Magic guns, at least. The ones that pigeons come out of.
Very reassuring.
I love the shader they use though to give the thick black outline. That's really nice. So is that all? I think that seems to be all. We only get to look down the barrel of a gun. Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Well, there we have it, I guess. Oh, we didn't check.
We did not. Oh.
These bloomers sure have a distinct design.
You certainly know who they belong to at a glance.
That way she doesn't have to write her name on them. Genius.
I would think writing your name would be easier than drawing a plum blossom.
You'd think.
You'd think, huh?
I mean, this is probably gonna be the same shit. Or nothing. In fact. Whoa!
Noodle.
Huh? Look at this, Apollo! Mr. Eldoon spelled his name backwards on the side.
I think that says noodle. As in Eldoon's noodles.
Huh? Oh, I get it! So the name of his store is the same whether you read it backwards or forwards.
Yeah. I guess it would be. Well, except for the last S.
Then, how about a store called Team Meat?
Close, but that would be Team Mate backwards. And what kind of store is that?
Why, a store that sells meat? It's not meat unless it's Team Meat. I love the weird girls, dude. They bring me so much joy and love into my life. Team Meat. A knife. A name? No name. Nothing to examine here. Get it, weird girl. Do your thing. Okay. Did we examine this? I feel like we didn't.
Oh yeah.
Oh
we
yeah,
did.
we did do that. Oh, there's more, but we didn't. We only fingerprinted it. We didn't like examine nothing. I do be foregoing. Nothing to see, though.
Nothing to see.
Oh! Maybe. Oh, same shit. So, the defendant's prints are on this knife.
That would mean he was here the night of the crime.
That's what I call irrefutable scientific evidence. Neat.
Not so neat when it happens to be evidence against our client.
Okay. Do you want to take that again?
Mr. Stickler, according to the court record, the pistol was fired twice. A clear contradiction.
Good eyes, Herr Justice. You're cool. Real cool.
Oh my god, really?
Wow. Oh my gosh.
You really think so?
Yet, there's no reason why this other shot had to have been fired that night. Meaning? This pistol came from the Kitaki family mansion, yeah? I think it's not unreasonable to assume the pistol had been fired once before that night. During, perhaps, another altercation?
Ugh, he's got a point.
Judging from his smug expression, I'd say Prosecutor Gavin had that answer ready before you even spotted the problem.
He seems pretty confident in his testimony.
We always make the biggest mistakes when we're our most confident.
That's true.
He's got a weak point somewhere, Apollo. Find it.
Right. Better give that testimony another listen.
Oh, wow, gay. Well, the thing about the forehead.
Yeah, the forehead.
Wrong. Just the report, huh?
Yeah. Whew. If that's all of it, I think I have a chance.
Is that you relaxing, I see, Herr Justice?
Huh? Oh, objection!
Once is quite enough, Mr. Justice. Apollo, pace yourself. This trial's not over yet.
Right. Look at this.
The autopsy report? Is there a problem with the autopsy report?
Right. A problem. Problem. Yes, the problem is the location of the entry wound.
The location?
You testified that the killer shot the victim square in the forehead, did you not?
No, I've already determined your angle of inquiry. Allow me to explain. It is quite simple, really. First, understand that when I say square, I speak not of geometrical absolute. What do I mean by this? For example, the deflection of a meter is that many times the wavelength of light emitted by a krypton particle. As we all know, in addition, it is well known fact that krypton particles are rare and invisible to the naked eye, which points to a basic fallacy in your line of reasoning, namely that, Mr. Justice?
Yes.
Was your objection to these, krypton particle things? This is the big time, and you are obsessed with something so small? You disappoint me.
No, I'm obsessed with something big. I mean, there's a bigger, less nitpicky problem here.
Do tell.
Just look at the autopsy report. The location of the entry wound was the right temple.
No, Breeze, you're 100% correct. Like, no shot.
Yeah.
No shot has he touched another human person. Yeah. Not to be acting like this. This is the result of not being held or anything.
No. Am I insufferable? No, it must be all women who are wrong. That's this guy's vibe.
Yeah. They just don't appreciate my intellect.
Ugh.
Temple?
Mr. Stickler, you said quite clearly that the victim was shot square in the forehead. That's a contradiction, isn't it? It is, right? Finally.
Herr Justice. Oh, Herr Justice.
Yes?
Your tactics are outdated. Trying to shake the witness by objecting to trifles? Surely you haven't forgotten the fatal wound your master suffered 7 years ago? Phoenix Wright, was it?
Look, I know the wound was in the wrong place according to this testimony.
Unique!
Oh.
Weep, bitch.
Yeah.
I don't know what the... Hey, hair forehead.
Forehead?
Let us imagine you are walking through the park. You see two men facing each other, one with a pistol trained on the other. What would you do, hair forehead?
Oh, so we've resorted to name calling.
Yeah,
I
we're
see.
name calling now, are we?
I love that.
Objection, Your Honor, ad hominem.
Well, I guess I would try to stop them. I'd probably shout, "Stop!"
But I was over on the bench.
I was over on the bench.
And you, Fräulein? Me? Well, I'd probably scream, "Eek!" And you, Herr Stickler? What did you shout, I wonder?
Ah! If the victim turned his head at the last moment... Oh,
Oh yes, thank you for jogging my memory. Sounds like an addendum to the testimony is required. Pet names already.
love.
Why are you flirting with me? As soon as the killer raised his pistol, I took action. Cease this at
Oh my
once, you two!
God.
I cried, with composure. The victim turned in the direction of my voice, and a shot rang out. Whereupon our cowardly killer, the defendant, appeared to have become frightened. Tossing the pistol aside, he fled from the scene. I see. So you attempted to stop the crime. Indeed. With composure. Well, maybe the criminal wouldn't have fired if he hadn't shouted like that.
That doesn't really matter now, unfortunately.
Let us consider this new testimony, shall we? Observe the diagram, if you would. The witness, Mr. Stickler, was it? Stood here. He shouted, "Oh, stop, please," or something of this nature. And the victim responded by looking at the witness's direction. If the killer were to have fired at just that moment, as we can see, the bullet would have struck the right temple, as in the report. That does seem to be the case. Witness the power of a junior in Ivy University's Department of Science. Look, I deal with this shit every goddamn day. I'm not supposed to deal with this on a Saturday. This is supposed to be time away from these bitches. What do you mean? I'm here to get away from these bitches. Very well, Mr. Justice. You may cross-examine the witness.
Can I just kill him instead?
I would love to just kill him instead. I vote kill.
I vote kill.
He's gonna raise his pistol, took action. This is supposed to be our safe day. That's what I'm saying.
So, you saw a raised pistol. But weren't you frightened?
It can be said we students of Ivy University know no fear.
That's simply not
true. The moment I saw that pistol, my inner sense of justice compelled me to take action. Well, that was certainly brave of you. You might have gotten shot. You certainly were lucky. If I were in the killer's shoes, I certainly wouldn't have left a witness behind.
If I were in the killer's shoes, I
You
would
would have been dead
fucking
too.
killed you.
He actually looks like he had no idea he was in danger.
Like
Classic.
we were just saying, no social awareness.
No idea what's going on around him. Regardless, I attempted to halt the bloodshed. Cease this at once. With composure.
Are you sure both men were able to hear your voice?
They were, of course. My high, exquisite voice echoed through the park. And the victim responded to that clarion call. Quite. The funny thing about these two voices is they're like the same, but one is sexier and one's just made it obnoxious. You missed. Hi, ma'am. You have to move, though. Yes, come sit. Right there.
Did you hear the gunshot at the same time as the victim turned?
Indeed. I would say about the same time, to be precise.
And the victim didn't ask you for help?
It can be said that he didn't have time to ask. He didn't even have time to take a single shot.
Bitches be like, it can be said.
It can be said. I'm totally sure that the killer fired because Mr. Stickler startled him.
Don't say that too loud, TRUCY, please.
Whereupon...
Can you describe the killer's actions more clearly?
He seemed quite surprised, especially considering that it was he who did the deed. No. As we can see, human psychology is a tangled web indeed. He simply couldn't believe what he had done. He shot, he panicked. Common tale, but true. Unfortunately, before I could take further action... Ah, I missed. I like that contradiction. Kind of sad to see it go.
Same. Not as sad as I feel. What do we do now?
At least the testimony's getting a little clearer.
She's right. Maybe I can find something to use in this new testimony.
I forgot to press the last one. Up you go.
You didn't try to apprehend the criminal?
Ma'am. It happened so fast, I'm afraid I hadn't the time.
Doesn't something about that strike you as odd, Apollo?
Doesn't something about that strike you as odd, Apollo?
Sorry.
It's okay.
What?
The killer was in a hurry, right? He fired the pistol and tossed it right away.
According to the testimony, that's what happened, yes.
In that case, I'd expect to find something that we didn't find.
Find something? Find what? I literally
Yeah.
am. Yeah.
Okay, and then we're back here. No, Salem, you don't fit over there. Come on. Go over there. Halt. Victim shot rank. So we would have expected to find the gun there.
The gun at the scene, yeah.
Oh, okay, that's not what I wanted, but whatever.
Can we check the court record to see the gun?
Show me gun. Weapon left at the crime scene.
Oh.
So it was there. Oh, shell casings or something?
Maybe? Can we, look, what does that knife say?
Found at the crime scene bearing Walkie's prints. Why did he have a knife?
Oh, that... If this knife bears his prints, it means he wasn't wearing gloves.
Ah, we
So
would have found prints on the gun, but they're wiped.
Yeah.
Well, it says they were wiped.
Which means that someone would have gone back to the gun, cleaned them
picked it
off.
up. You're so right. Okay, yeah.
If he were truly, like, in disbelief, he would not have had...
If he threw it away, the prints would still be there.
Yeah.
So yeah, like you said, someone had to, like, go back or something. Tossing the city fled from the scene. Present.
I think we present the gun.
I think so.
Wait a second.
Another misleading request. Yet you're so beholden to your own mode of discourse, you can't see how it affects you.
Come again?
Wait a second, you say? A second? Are we intended to wait just that? A single second? 1/60th of a minute? That's hardly enough time to draw a breath, let alone make a statement in court. I literally want you to die. No, had you asked for a longer period of time, say 3 minutes 35 seconds, Mr. Justice?
Why are they getting mad at us?
Why are they getting mad at us?
Yes, Your Honor?
Am I to understand that you are objecting to the length of a second?
Yes, I mean, no, here, just look at the pistol. It doesn't have a single fingerprint on it.
Yeah, A common ploy made all the more common, I fear, by the prevalence of television. Criminals these days are loath to leave fingerprints.
Wait, but you just said the killer tossed the gun and ran.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna save, because we haven't in a minute. His entire existence is just,
Yeah.
That's right! He didn't have time to wipe the gun for prints.
Okay, I loved that sprite.
Yeah. The little girl sticking it to the university student. There's a song in there. I'm not little! Then let's think like adults, shall we, Fräulein? Huh? What if the killer, the defendant, was wearing gloves?
He wasn't.
Gotta admit, I didn't think of that, Apollo. Well, Mr. Justice?
Could the killer have been wearing gloves?
No.
No. The record of the murder weapon is very clear about one thing. The fingerprints were wiped, which means some trace of prints remained. Okay. Which contradicts your testimony. If everything happened as you say it did, he wouldn't have had time to wipe the pistol.
That may be, but it does not change what I saw. The killer, the defendant. He threw down the murderous weapon from his hand and fled. And this pistol was found at the scene of the crime, strongly suggesting that this was the weapon he disposed of. That sounds solid to me. Well, Herr Forehead, any of your precious objections? What gives, Apollo? Let's see that voice training go to work.
You know, I've only recently realized something. No matter how much you train your voice, it doesn't matter if you have nothing to say.
What do you mean, nothing to say? Isn't it obvious from what the witness just said?
Huh? Isn't what obvious?
When he restated what he saw just now, he said he saw Walkie drop a murderous weapon. But that's not the same as being 100% sure of what Walkie threw away.
You're right.
Did her mouth just move while Apollo said you're right?
I have no idea.
I think it did. He's just confused because a pistol was found at the scene. Poor Mr. Stickler. It must be hard to be so perfect and yet so wrong.
Slay,
Get his ass,
slay,
get his
slay,
ass.
slay.
You're so right. Well, it can be said that I'm quite offended.
Good.
Well, it is indeed true that once I was a series of dreams, the blackboard is all over the place. Paul might fix my name as yet. What we can say for certain is that the witness saw the killer throw something. Does the defense have anything to say about this?
Yes.
Well, if what he threw wasn't a pistol, then it had... Yeah, sorry.
Then it had to be something else.
At least one person on the defense team seems to be thinking.
Ugh.
Real recognize real.
Whoa!
You think he's pretty?
This is so much more blatantly right out of the gate overt.
Yeah.
There is no... Wow. God, you love to see it.
You love to see it. Gay stay winning.
You didn't have to call him pretty.
You didn't have
to.
But you did.
But you did.
I don't like that. You did.
Ugh. I'll wipe that smile off your pretty face, Gavin.
Perhaps you can inform the court as to the nature of this something else. What did the killer throw away before fleeing the scene?
A knife!
No! Is that a sword?
Oh my fucking god.
I saw one of those on the late night movie last night.
Great. A sleep-deprived judge.
That explains things.
This knife was found at the scene of the crime, with the defendant's prints on it.
His prints!
This single piece of evidence proves two important things. One, that what the defendant threw down wasn't a pistol. And two, that the defendant wasn't wearing gloves.
Indeed. Oh, Herr Forehead. You're forgetting two other things you've just proven.
Huh?
One, that the man the witness saw was the defendant, Mr. Walkie-Talkie. Two, that the defendant was holding a knife with the intent of harming the victim.
Oh!
Indeed. You want to fuck me so bad it makes you look stupid.
Ugh. Never underestimate a Gavin is the lesson here.
This court is in the opinion that our witness is fond of making assumptions. In that light, I believe it would behoove us to hear about what really occurred. With less assuming, please. It is always the same with you people. Mark left the house on foot, and 5 minutes later his brother left after him. How long would it take for Mark's brother to catch up to him? Assuming that Mark never had to stop for a traffic light.
How fast are they going, bitch?
Assuming, yes, that's what I said, assuming. As if that were a probable situation at all. Yet here you are, assuming that my assumption is no better. What this court assumes is that the witness will testify as to what happened after the shot was fired. Assume a spherical cow. I could not prevent the killer from leaving the scene, nor could I simply leave the scene in good conscience. Ergo, I used my cell phone to call the police. Until the police arrived at the scene 10 minutes later. I saw no one else. So you wiped them.
Why didn't you chase the killer?
He was, as you say, a killer. Of course I could have run him down, yet what would he have done when cornered? I doubt you could have done that. Sadly, it takes more than an aptitude for solving quadratic equations to know that.
Oh, honey, babe.
Oh, baby,
You're only
sweetie,
solving
honey.
quadratic equations.
That's great. You're, honey, baby.
Oh.
Girl.
Oof.
Is product rule your specialty? Is quotient rule a joke? Aw,
if you're
sweaty.
done completing the square, the adults are talking.
The girlies are talking. Okay? Please?
If you're done over at the kids' table completing the square and factoring the quadratic equations, the adults are going to be talking now. Thank you.
Thank you. Did the testimony earlier not prove the defendant's presence at the scene? And do we not also know that there was no one else there? It seems clear we have our killer. Does it not? Does it not, Mr. Justice?
I'd better find a way to take this testimony down quick.
Most insane ergo sayer.
Yeah. Which way did the killer run?
By that time it was clear the killer had noticed me. Naturally, he ran in the opposite direction.
That would mean he ran in the opposite direction from the Kitaki mansion.
Achtung! Don't even think about pointing out that he was going away from his home. All he had to do was loop back once he was out of sight.
Ugh! How did he know that's where I was going?
Nor can I simply leave the scene in good conscience.
You were certainly composed for someone who had just witnessed a killing.
I mean, he had, it was, oh, what is it called? When, like, your parents make big donations and so you get into the Ivy No Problem. This is the he. It's not like Nepo Baby, but it's, legacy admissions, I think is the word.
Yeah.
You said that, yeah?
Yeah.
If one is to devote one's life to the pursuit of science, one must never flinch at the sight of a little blood. Nor be so moved by a chemical discovery that one drops from one's flask upon the floor, lab room floor. Oh, cool answer. Very cool.
So nothing strange about how he acted. TRUCY looks like she has something to say.
Say it.
Wasn't your first thought to call an ambulance?
It can be said that I have dabbled in medicine.
Yet you're only solving quadratic equations.
Bestie.
I'm not gonna let that one go.
No, that's too. It's if you're dressing like this.
Yeah.
And the best you have is quadratic equations.
Dude, even for a writer, the fact that they said it's a quadratic equation instead of another famous Schrodinger equation, which is like infinitely more difficult to solve. It's so good.
Come on.
It's so tasty.
The injury I witnessed, namely a single shot to the head, tends to result in death. Ergo, there was no need for me to call an ambulance. Oh, a perfect syllogism. A proof in 3 parts. Exquisite, simply exquisite.
That was D's nuts.
Got him. Hi, Joe. What's popping? Hello. Happy Saturday. Imagine being educated his whole bit, but not even. Look, that's just STEM, baby.
Unfortunately, everyone I know is like...
People are just like that.
He actually looks like he's gonna cry.
Reminds me of one time when one of my friends came up to me. He was doing like a business program. And he's like, man, we're taking derivatives and shit. And I'm like, oh no, not derivatives.
No.
One of my friends was with me, and he's like, did you just make fun of that guy for that? It's like, I know him, it's fine.
Yeah.
TRUCY hates all of these.
Yeah.
Nobody's arrived 10 minutes later. I saw derivatives.
Can you tell us in detail about these 10 minutes?
I stood in a state of heightened awareness.
Fuck off.
Anything could happen at any moment. Anyone could appear from any direction.
Yeah. Is that all?
No one came. Nothing happened at all. I saw it all, which is to say, I saw nothing. It was late at night. It's not odd to think there would be few people around in the park.
So we just stood there, watching?
He T-posed.
Not much to go on there.
His straight thoughts were getting ready to pounce on him.
TRUCY, if you've got something to say, by all means, say it. Ugh! I can't find a single problem with that testimony.
Had enough at last, hair forehead?
Maybe it's time to back off a bit?
No.
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 The defense still has some questions that demand answers, Your Honor.
Your opinion, Prosecutor Gavin? Oh, let him play attorney until he's satisfied, I say. I will amuse myself by composing my next smash hit in my head. Very well. May continue with the cross-examination. Okay, word girl, what do you got to say?
Maybe try pressing the second one again to see if she says anything this time.
I believe it's in good conscience. You are certainly bubble life. One is to devote one's science, would never flinch a little blood, nor be so moved. Chemical discovery, blood floor. Ooh, cool answer. Very cool. Very cool, yeah. Very cool. That is very cool. Maybe there isn't anything left. Oh.
Oh, okay.
So, take it.
Maybe there isn't anything left to unravel in this testimony after all.
Some of us have glamorous careers we'd like to get back to this month, hair forehead.
They don't have enough to put Walkie away yet. Should I back off for now?
I guess so.
I guess so. Ugh.
Hi, Mark. Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Welcome in. Happy Saturday. How's it going?
Ugh. There's nothing fishy about that testimony at all.
It appears there are no objections to the witness's current testimony. There are any number of ways to explain the lack of prints on the pistol, I assure you. Perhaps the killer was wearing gloves which wiped the previous user's prints off. Then, after the deed was done, this fell out of his pocket as he was throwing the gun away. A mistake befitting of a small-time punk, in my opinion.
No. No!
You'll never convict! You have no proof! It seems we've come to the end of the line here.
No. That can't be all.
How unfortunate. It seems that you weren't cut out to stand on the same stage as me. Were you, hair forehead? I believe this brings the cross-examination to a close. This court will now declare a verdict for the defendant, Walkie Kitaki. Eek! Oh.
TRUCY? Nobody move.
What's the meaning of this? Who are you?
There'll be no verdict in this court. Not yet. Wait, are you one of the Kitakis?
The Kitakis? You mean the notorious gangsters?
If you don't want to see me give the pretty little girl a new smile, do as I say. Adjourn the court for 20 minutes.
What? This court will not bow to pressures from the likes of... Herr Judge. I see little point in further aggravating this gentleman.
Recess. 20 minutes. Or I promise you, you'll regret it. Wait! How'd he disappear so fast?
Why is the weird girl... Come to the defendant lobby! Apollo! I suppose I have no choice but to adjourn for a 20-minute recess. Bailiff, catch that mysterious man! Cheesy, crazy.
Dang.
Why is the weird girl always getting caught up?
True.
Let my weird girl go.
Let her go.
Let my people go.
TRUCY! TRUCY? You move quick, Apollo. Good show. Good show.
Oh, you move quick, Apollo. Good show. Good show.
TRUCY, you're okay. I thought...
Don't cry, Apollo.
Those good-for-nothing gangsters. There are some things you just don't do.
Who would do a thing like that?
I'm pressing charges.
Wait, just calm down, Apollo. Or else. Or else?
What?
She faked her own kidnapping?
What
This is...
What the heck fuck is that?
What the fuck? There you go. Surprised?
Why does it kind of look like Professor Layton?
That's what I was thinking. Is this where they got the inspo for the spin-off? Okay, so I don't know how you could have... Wow. That's girl boss shit. This is true wizard magician girl boss shit. Holy cow. Holy moly. This is one of my best tricks. The amazing Mr. Hat. You look marvelous, darling. He's a big hit on stage at the Wonder Bar. Yes, I am a big hit. Ha ha ha. Well, what do you think? You like it?
You mean you... TRUCY! There are some things you just don't do. I'm pressing charges.
Apollo, now's not the time to be threatening me. It's you who's being threatened here.
Huh?
Remember what you said to Walkie's father yesterday? You promised you'd save his son.
But that testimony was rock solid. What are you suggesting I do?
Look, once the judge declares a verdict, it's all over. If I can use my talent to stop that from happening, I will.
TRUCY, no more staged abductions, please.
I'm not talking about magic, Apollo. I know when the witness isn't confident. I can perceive what he's
She's
feeling.
an empath.
She's an empath. Weird girl's an empath, yeah. It might not mean anything, but it's all we've got.
You can see what he's feeling?
All the rights are weird girls, and that's... Not only is that true, it's the truth.
T.
Think back, Apollo. Think back to the times when there was a contradiction in his testimony. All the times.
All the times there was a contradiction?
There was the bullet. There was...
Yeah, okay. There was... the turning the head.
Turning the head.
There was the gun.
There was the gun being thrown. Those are the only two that
Those
like we
are the only
presented,
two.
yeah.
All right. So
Okay.
we remember, I guess.
I remember.
Well, I think I remember them, sure.
There were 2 times when he made statements he wasn't confident in. Each time there was a contradiction. In his hand he held, yes, a pistol. It was pointed at the man pulling the stand. Tossing the pistol aside, he fled from the scene. He said the man tossed aside a pistol. But it turned out he wasn't sure, and sure enough, there was a contradiction.
Well, that's true, but how does that help us?
Didn't you notice anything? Whenever he made a statement he wasn't confident in, he displayed a certain habit.
This is a really fun mechanic.
Yeah. In his Panty. Oh, yes, pistol. It is pointed at the man pulling the stand. Did you see it? The very moment he said the word pistol, his fingers got all tense, and he fiddled with the corner of a page in his book.
How am I supposed to see that?
Well, I could see it. Objection. How else do you think Daddy went 7 years without losing a game of poker?
What?
He can see.
He can see.
I always sat next to Daddy during the big matches. I could see what his opponents were feeling.
You mean that's how Mr. Right won all those games?
It's not cheating, officially. I wasn't looking at their hands or anything. And I wasn't there all the time either. Daddy's quite good at poker after all. But not good enough to go undefeated that long.
Great. So he cheated. But what does that do for us?
So he was cheating.
I don't believe this.
You have to listen to his testimony one more time. No, scratch that. You have to watch his testimony. Perceive the truth.
Watch a testimony? Perceive the truth? The only thing I'm perceiving is that I'm gonna lose.
Not true. Daddy said so. He said you have the power, Apollo. The power of prophecy.
I have the power. Mr. Wright said that? Watch the testimony. Perceive his true feelings. Is she serious?
Time's up. Sorry, I can't think of any other way to put this one, Apollo.
What was that she said before the trial started? Huh. Mr. Wright's not here today.
He said his old foot injury was acting up. Yes, he smiled when he said we'd be fine as long as you're there, TRUCY.
Is this what he meant by us being fine? Well, methods aside, she did avoid one guilty verdict already today. Time to show the court what I'm made of. Get ready for justice.
Empath to empath communication.
Love
NFC.
it. Let's do it.
Apollo?
You know, I'm starting to think I can do this.
I knew you could do it all along. Oh, one more thing.
Huh?
Try to cover for Mr. Hat as best you can.
It's true.
Yeah. How are we gonna... We can't girl boss our way out of this one, can we? How's that cheating, though? I thought people were allowed to bring another person along during matches. I don't actually know enough about poker, but that feels wrong.
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe that means that Phoenix has the power of knowing who has empath powers. There's a power of empath spotting.
Bailiff is just watching all of this. Paul's like, it's fine.
Paul's like, I do not see it.
Weirder shit's gone down in this courtroom.
Amen. I just flew in from the coast, and boy, are my arms tired.
Love it. Right. Ugh.
Mr. Hat, I love Mr. Hat. The Hat Man.
The Hat Man.
They could have called him the Hat Man.
They could have called him the Hat Man.
I'm calling him the Hat Man. Oh, this bitch. Court is now back in session.
Right. We're fine.
I'd like to say the young lady standing next to you, Mr. Justice. Oh, you mean me? Don't you have anything to report? Anything concerning the mysterious phantom in the silk top hat?
Ah, right. Him. Don't worry about him. I settled that.
You settled that?
Yes, it was an out-of-court settlement, right.
Perhaps Fräulein would have us believing it was nothing more than a passing dream. A fantastic illusion. Now you see it, now you don't. Am I right? I think he's on to me.
I wish you would stop being so cool.
Let us dispense with these niceties and get straight to the matter. What are your plans for our gifted witness?
kick his fucking ass.
Put him in the ground.
Right. The defense would like to request another cross-examination. But because...
I forgore.
Because I forgore. Because I forgot to ask something.
There was no issue with the witness's previous testimony. I will grant you your request, however. This court will not permit stalling for time.
Understood, Your Honor.
Don't forget, Apollo. When he isn't sure about something, he has a habit of fiddling with his book. Okay. Also, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
For y'all who have just recently joined us, the computer has not crashed yet. It has a habit of crashing at least once a stream. So if we drop out all of a sudden, stick around. We'll be right back. I'm not stalling if I'm stupid. It's different. It's different things. I could not prevent the killer from leaving the scene, nor could I simply leave the scene in good conscience. Ergo, I used my cell phone to call the police. Until the police arrived at the scene 10 minutes later, I saw no one else.
I forgot to watch.
I forgot to watch, but I don't think... I don't think he touched his book.
He did.
Oh, wait, fuck, you said something, but no problem. Something about not being qualified to watch.
Oh.
Focus, Apollo. Find his weak spot.
Focus. If only it were that easy. My ears hear what he says. My eyes see his expression. Do I have to do something more? What other senses do I have?
Taste.
Feel.
Smell. Smell him.
What's this? My bracelet?
He has a bracelet?
He has a bracelet?
Lick the man.
What's going on? My bracelet feels different somehow.
You know, smell is 70% of taste, so keep that in mind next time you smell someone. I think Daddy was right. You can see it, can't you, Apollo? You're almost there. Find the weak spot in his testimony.
I know this sounds crazy, but my bracelet is trying to tell me something.
Me when the magnetic bracelet I bought at the little new age spiritual store feels magnetic. Cannot prevent the killer from leaving the scene. Do we just... I guess we press. Well,
we've already
let's press
pressed all of these.
Yeah, but now we're looking, apparently.
I bet you it's... Yeah, well, let's see if it's the same dialogue.
Yeah.
Which way did the killer run?
By that time, it was clear the killer had noticed me.
Yeah, this is the same.
He ran in the opposite direction. Talk mansion, yeah. Achtung! Don't even think about pointing out that was going from his home. All he did was look back out of sight. Ah, how did he know? That's where I was going. The Millennium Bracelet. We've seen it. Okay, so
there he is.
Yeah. It's fiddling. So you call immediately after witnessing the Moida? Police undoubtedly have a record of the call. Why not check this? Is new. The police undoubtedly have a record of the call. Why not check with them? Wait, Apollo? This has to be it.
Wait, you mean his habit?
Don't forget, Apollo. When he isn't sure about something, he has a habit of fiddling with his book.
The only time he even had the book open was here. Which means this is the place to look for this habit. I don't know how I know, but I know.
Know what?
It's my bracelet. It's different somehow. I can feel it reacting to something about the witness.
Oh, it's got a little eye motif on it.
Yeah.
Your bracelet?
I'm not sure I get this focus stuff you were talking about, TRUCY, but I have a feeling that trusting my bracelet is the way to go.
Oh, it's a little on the other screen, too. Trust me, bro.
I saw it in a dream.
My premonitions.
Okay, I just need to touch my bracelet as it reacts to this testimony. Yeah, bitch.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
What's going on? I can see the witness's face, his expression so clearly. It's filling my mind. I can see nothing else, hear nothing else.
Apollo?
TRUCY, what's happening to me?
This is what I meant by focusing.
Focusing?
In this state, you can see everything, Apollo. Everything the witness does.
That's great, but this is kind of freaking me out.
Just look for Mr. Stickler's twitch. His habit. You remember it, right?
Sure. When he says something he's not sure of, he fiddles with a page of his book.
You got it. Right now, you're looking at the witness's face. And your eyes are sort of bugging out.
I'll bet they are.
First, move your focus of attention down to Mr. Stickler's hand.
His hand?
You know what to look for now, but you have to be looking at the right place.
She's right. I can only see his face like this. Time to try changing my viewpoint.
This is what I imagine it's like after taking, like, Adderall or something. When you just focus and, like, you can actually perceive, but only, you know... Let's see the drawing concept to go into the perceiving mechanic. It's hilarious. I mean, this is, like... The eye thing stresses me out a little bit, but, like, in a cool way that, like, you know, makes sense for the game. Nips.
Nips.
Pinky out. Show me that cock. Oh, I can't go that low.
Boo.
Alright. Perfect! Now you're really ready.
Ready for what?
Ready to perceive the truth behind the twitch.
Perceive?
Try listening to the witness talk as you focus. Then, watch for his habit.
Right. You mean when he fiddles with the page.
The swirls on the background of the top screen are really... I do like that a lot. The color scheme, yeah. That's right. That's your signal to look closer, to perceive. Find his weak spot, and I guarantee we'll be able to give him the royal flush.
Spoken like a true pokerhead's daughter. Pokerhead.
Ha! I'm a magician, thank you very much.
So I have to pay attention to his words. And his fingers.
Don't worry if you miss it. You can always try again.
Right. Look out, nervous twitch. Here comes justice.
He loves that he gets to use that line. Here comes justice.
Here comes justice.
Ergo, I used my cell phone. I wish to perceive, I think. He's twitching.
Yeah, he is twitching.
Confirm?
No, he did not use his cell phone.
Huh? Reminds me of the Mother 2 thing of it, and I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I saw it. Just now, I could see it.
Mr. Justice, do you have something to say? Oh, this banging of desks, it's quite... Oh, this banging of desks, it's quite bad for my circulation, you know.
Mr. Stickler, allow me to ask you a simple question. Why did you fiddle with the page of your book just now? The very moment you mentioned your cell phone.
What are you talking about?
I'm curious now about this cell phone of yours. Mind if I ask a few questions? What to ask?
See his phone.
Asked to see his phone. Mr. Stickler, please show me your... I think we should have asked for his number.
True, that would have been... For the bit. You're fucked.
I'm so in it.
Yeah. We're in problem-solving mode.
Yeah. Mr. Stickler, please show me your cell phone.
Hey, can I get your number? Why? Whatever for?
Show me, and you'll find out.
Well, I can't. I don't have it, you see. You don't have it?
Mr. Stickler.
Is this your phone? Oh, okay. I thought it was... Is this your card?
Your cell phone?
Yo! Where did you get that?
His cell phone's fucking ugly.
Yeah. Ugly.
Ugly.
That's the phone from yesterday.
Look, a cell phone.
Someone dropped it beneath this tire. If the car moved, it would be crushed for sure.
I wonder if it belongs to the doctor here? How strange, Mr. Stickler. Can you explain why your cell phone is sitting here in my hand at this very moment?
Does it match his tassel?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, with the little clock. With the Glock. Wait a minute. What is the meaning of this?
This cell phone was found yesterday in the Maractus Clinic garage.
The Maractus. Why, that's where the victim lived. Yeah, that's impossible.
Mr. Stickler, you lied to the court, didn't you? If your cell phone is if your cell phone is here, how could you have called the police?
It's true. I didn't have my cell phone that night. This is why it can be said that I called the police from a public payphone. A payphone? So you didn't call on your cell phone after all?
Just where was this payphone located, Mr. Stickler?
Same reason he has a brick phone in 2022. Well, it indicated with a startlingly high degree of accuracy. It was right around here. That's quite a ways from the park. But why did you lie?
There can only be one reason. He didn't want the court to know he had lost his cell phone. Because it was found in the victim's garage.
Still a lot of Phoenix Snooki was already considered old during show. This is 7 years now with the Stickler. Yeah. What are you saying?
Mr. Stickler, you broke into the Maractus Clinic garage on the night of the murder.
You made it! Hi, Dread. Welcome on in.
This cell phone tells all.
But that's ridiculous. It makes it sound like I snuck into this fella's garage to commit some crime. As if I were trying to kill him. Well, Dr. Maractus was killed that night. Well, yes, but no. This line of reasoning has to be against the rules. Yes, it's true I lost my cell phone, but you can't prove that I lost it that night. Well, Mr. Justice? If the cell phone was dropped the night of the murder, it does raise considerable suspicion as to the connection of the crime. Now's your chance, Apollo. Connect Mr. Stickler to the crime.
Oh, he's already connected enough. I just have to prove it. It had to have been placed after the car had gotten back from stealing the panties.
Because otherwise it would have been done, crushed.
Yeah.
Yep. When banger music starts playing, Phoenix refuses to change from the key because it feels an indestructible kinship. Yep. Hey, maybe I should get the worst phone. Why not? It's cheap. He's just a broke university student. Even if he is obnoxious, he's still broke.
Well, do I have a piece of evidence that can do the job? Can I prove this cell phone was dropped on the night of the murder?
The pan?
I was gonna say the car mirror.
If it's torn off the car that hit. Oh,
it meant that it would have to have been after
the
right got hit.
Yeah. Okay. I'm kind of afraid I'm gonna go with pink pay phone gate. So far it's feeling like no, but we'll see, won't we? Okay, mirror?
Yeah. Of course I have evidence.
Oh, I like your swagger, hair forehead. Hit it. The court will see this evidence, Mr. Justice. Hit it, as they say. Newest proof drop night of murder is this mirror. That's a side view mirror?
As it so happens, Dr. Maractus's car was in an accident.
I need to make it over now.
that took place the night of the murder.
An accident?
An accident. It happened a little after 9 p.m. just outside People Park, our murder scene. Dr. Maractus' car hit a pedestrian.
What are you trying to say?
From the absence of a mirror, it's clear that the car was parked after the accident, which means it was parked there after 9 p.m. on the night of the murder. If your cell phone had been dropped before the car parked in that garage, then it would have been crushed. After all, it was lying on the ground right under the wheel. Ergo, Mr. Stickler, the only time you could have dropped this in that garage was after 9 p.m., the night of the murder in the park.
Yeah.
Mr. Stickler, you know what this means. You did break into the victim's garage that night.
This is most unexpected, Mr. Justice. Are you naming the witness as a suspect in the murder of Pal Maractus? No, stop! This is too much! This can't be happening! Prosecutor, say something! I suppose it is worth saying this. No connection has been found between Wesley Stickler and Pal Maractus. That is, other than this. I believe our next testimony will be most revelatory. Is the witness prepared? Yes, Your Honor.
I know that face. That's the face of guilt.
Get his ass. Ha. Today I learned. Cheers, brother. Brother. That night, yes, I went to the supermarket. I must have dropped my cell phone on the way back. And when I was walking through the park, I happened to witness the crime. I saw the killer, the victim, the stand, all as clear as day. It was him. I saw the defendant at the scene. Yes, but your cell phone was lying in the garage. Oh yes, well, as you can see, my model of cell phone has a defect. It is given to rolling. It's quite a pain when I drop it alongside the road, you know. It is?
It is.
Looks like a normal cell phone to me. In any case, Mr. Justice, the cross-examination, please.
I don't think so.
No, we're good.
That's funny. My bracelet didn't react at all during that testimony.
His nervous habit must not be acting up. I didn't sense anything either, actually. Looks like you're on your own this time around.
Right. No problem. I hope. Here comes justice.
Oh no, you just went to the supermarket.
So you went shopping, which means you were holding a grocery bag when you witnessed the murder taking place.
Well, yes, of course. Incidentally, the prosecution has received no report of this domestic detail. Mr. Stickler, can you explain yourself? I don't know any of this character, but I would die for TRUCY. TRUCY, I think you have to be willing to die for the weird girl. That's just the law.
That's just the law.
No, I mean, yes, I did go shopping, really. I walked around the supermarket trying out the free samples. It's a deeply spiritual time for me.
Oh my god. I just fucking hate him.
I'm sure the store clerks would disagree. Do you think sampling free food counts as a religion? In any case, that night, I sampled to my heart's content and was on my way back home, yes.
Student life.
Student life be like...
That's when you passed in front of the Maractus clinic?
Why, yes, that's correct. That was a pretty suspicious pause there.
Mr. Stickler, do you think you could be a bit more specific? Please show us the exact route you took on the night of the murder.
Well, of course. The supermarket is here, along the main road. My way home from here takes me past the Maractus Clinic. This is probably when I dropped my cell phone. Yes, woe is I, walked on unaware of my loss. And walked right into that fateful park. When I was walking through the park, I happened to witness a crime.
Which entrance did you enter the park from?
Well, to be exact, one might say that I went in from the entrance closest to the Maractus Clinic. The same entrance our victim used.
Did you notice anything when you entered? Wheel marks from a noodle stand, for instance?
I have no recollection of such a thing, no. Yet, though I might have missed the tracks, I could not miss what happened next. I am a keen observer of the obvious, you might say. Okay.
Would he not have noticed all the paint?
I guess not.
This part of the testimony is key. I know it.
I know it.
I know it. Should I press him about the killer, the victim, or the noodle stand? I feel like we could catch him on a technicality with the noodle stand, or we could accidentally get him to admit that he knows the victim with the victim. So I'm good for either one of those. This is really funny out of context.
Yeah. My gut says there's something in the noodle stand, but...
Alright, let's do it.
Okay.
Do you happen to remember the noodle stand?
Do you know the noodle stand?
The noodle stand?
The noodle stand! It's a little Shrek Muffin Man thing. Banoodle! Yeah.
Banoodle!
Quite well, yes. For a student of the sciences, keen observation and healthy curiosity are vital. I remember everything. I could even read the sign. I believe it said, noodle. Yes, that was it. For remembering something quite well, it sure took you a while to tell us. And thank you for telling us that a noodle stand sells noodles. Very enlightening. Well, Mr. Justice?
Oh. I think that is important. Because if he was standing... Yeah, that says Eldoon.
Eldoon.
He was standing on the other side.
Ah ha ha ha, cheeky bitch.
Gotcha.
Yeah, cheeky bitch.
Very
Yes,
important.
Very important. There's always money in the noodle stand, and that's for true.
True. There's always money in the banana stand.
Banoodle!
So the sign on the noodle stand said noodle. It appears the defense has just obtained a vital piece of testimony.
Is this noodle stand's broth really that delicious? I'll have to go sample the wares of these. I'll have to go sample the wares one of these days. Very salty, boss. Every time they ask for something important. That's right. Almost every time. It's like, is this important? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, it is. It's important. Yeah.
Well, they do.
Well, they do,
yeah.
yes. I think that's worth adding to the testimony as well. You call noodles wiggly wogglies when... No.
That's the most British thing you've ever said in that chat, by the way.
Wiggly wogglies?
It's your wiggly wogglies.
It's your wiggly wogglies, yeah? Well, there'll be no dessert. Yeah. Take the wheelie bin out after you finished your wibbly wobblies.
Your wiggly wogglies.
Humph. Whatever sort of noodles that stand sells, it can't match up to IVU's cafeteria. Some apply to the school merely for a taste of our smart noodles.
I wouldn't mind a taste of that myself.
I feel seen. Trevor, go and take the wheelie bin out. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? It was him. I saw the defendant of the scene.
Oh, we missed a press.
Oh yeah, we'll go back, it's fine. What? Stop asking me the same question over and over. This isn't some kind of makeup test. What's a makeup test, Apollo?
Nothing a good student like you has to worry about. Time to find out his weak spot and press it till he breaks.
Yeah, Belle, take it easy. Hopefully see you later. But if not, have a good rest of your time zone. And take it easy. Get good rest. Eat good food. His habit isn't acting up, which means he isn't lying.
I was kind of relying on my bracelet to get me through this one.
But he's pretty unsettled. The odds are really high that you can get something out of him.
That gleam in your eyes. You're a gambler's daughter through and through.
I'm a magician, thank you very much. This one.
Yeah.
Noodle.
So the sign said noodle? You're absolutely sure.
Ooh. Let me be frank. Yes. In fact, the word unsure isn't even in my dictionary. Nor the word uncertain, or...
It should be.
It should be.
Uncertainties should definitely be in your vocabulary, you
bitch,
goddamn
you fake
bitch.
bitch.
Oh my god.
What are you doing out here measuring things that are no shot?
No shot, bitch.
I don't trust your engineering even a little bit.
Not even a smidge. Your science
It's faulty.
You're a farce.
You're a fraud.
You're a joke. I'm so upset. He was wasting time looking that stuff up?
Not even... There's no shot he's 5 Sigma about this.
No.
Noodle, eh? I like that. Tells you what you're getting, no nonsense. No nonsense.
Tells me a lot more than that, actually.
Why are you smiling like that, Apollo?
Because we got him.
Got him. I guess we present, hey?
Yeah, we do.
The oodle stand. Oodles of noodles. Took me this long, and your kissy noises made me think perhaps Stickler pressed his fingers, look at him. He's got little hot sauce on the pages, and so he's like, yummy.
Yummy.
Get noodled. Banoodle!
Banoodle!
You have been banoodled.
That book, oh my god, it's like...
That book has,
Newton's
like, scribbles.
Mathematica
Not
or
even.
some
It's just
shit.
straight up, like, scribbles. Not even real words. Just, like, you know, wavy lines to make it look like it's writing from afar.
And you're absolutely sure the sign read noodle.
Why, just last week, my professor offered me this praise.
Oh my god.
At least you have good eyesight, Stickler. I'll give you that. Roasted, so he's canonically okay, cool. I love this. So he's literally so dumb he thinks he's genius is what this is. Everything is coming together. The quadratic equation, the 100% certainty. The dots are connecting right now.
You dumb fucking bitch. I love that.
Dunning-Kruger in action. Mwah.
Delicious.
It read, without a doubt, noodle.
I see.
What? Why are you looking at me like that? Is that pitying I see in your eyes?
Let's take a look at our map, shall we?
He sure will. If I was his peer, he'd already be dead.
So, you're claiming that when you saw the sign, you were standing...
Here.
here, was it? Although, it would have been a bit hard to read the sign from this spot.
You think so?
Mr. Stickler, I'd like you to please take another look at that stand, and to carefully read what the sign says. See, the sign actually states the name of the stand's owner. L. Dunes.
Inconceivable. I'm certain it was definitely noodle for sure. Positive. I'm afraid your professor was wrong about that eyesight. You don't even have that, bitch.
I wouldn't be so quick to jump to that conclusion. The sign he saw changes everything. The witness says the sign said noodle, and he saw it right. What would you say if I told you that there is one spot from which the sign would be read the way Mr. Stickler claims?
What? Mr. Justice, show us this spot. This location. I mean, like anywhere over on this side.
What is that?
A rock? I don't know.
Does that block the sign? Yeah, it's it's probably on that side. I'm just...
How on point
It's probably a tree.
Probably. How, like, direct... How exact do we have to be?
I have no idea.
Like, is this good enough? I mean, we just said he was... Huh?
Maybe with the tree, it's over here, and then he wouldn't be able to see the defendant.
That'd be big.
That would be big.
But if it's a tree, then it's just a trunk. I guess depending on what kind of tree it is.
I was saying that the cart would block it.
Oh, uh-huh. The angles, of course.
The angles, of course. I don't know, but that's just an idea. I feel like that's a little outside the box.
Well, if he was on this side, over here, what would that even mean? Other than simply seeing noodles.
When he shouted and he turned his head, he would have been shot
The
in the left temple.
You're right. See, it could be. I feel like it could be, but
make your mind palace 3D again.
do it. Go 3D. I need to see the tree.
It could be either. I'm not super.
Yeah, I'm
compelled
like
by one either way.
at this point. I'm like I can definitely see this, but I'm not as convinced as I would like to be.
Yeah, let's do just on the path.
Okay.
The witness was standing here, on the opposite side.
There's a 3D. How do you know that?
When viewed from the south, the sign on the stand reads El Dunes, as we know. However, observe the other side of the stand.
Oh, this side says noodle.
Exactly. The name of the stand is split between the front and back signs. Mr. Stickler, you lied to the court. You witnessed the crime from the northern side of the park, not the south.
Yo, you got me. So what?
So what?
What does it matter if he saw the killing from the north or the south side? It makes no difference at all. He's right. Travel far enough south and you will end up going north. Viewed on a global scale, directions are utterly without meaning.
Actually, maybe he's right. What does it change?
Glad we already did this. It changes everything, Apollo.
TRUCY?
Remember his testimony from before. Though, to be honest, I'm a little scared of where this is leading. There it is.
Jesus Christ.
The killer and the victim are facing each other here. Then, at the moment the killer raised the weapon, Mr. Stickler shouts. At which point the victim turns his head to look, and the killer fires his pistol. Dead.
This is captivating.
Yeah. And that's why the bullet hit him in the right temple. No contradictions, right?
Right, but if Mr. Stickler was standing on the north side of the park, that reverses the whole scenario.
Completely. If Mr. Stickler shouts from where he is now, and the victim looks in his direction, womp womp, the bullet would have gone, the the bullet would have hit his left temple. Ah! Word girl got his... Every day, the word girl worked hard for her pay.
She sure do.
In other words, someone standing at point K couldn't shoot the victim in his right temple. It's impossible. That's right. So, now that we know that Mr. Stickler was standing on the northern side, the wound location makes an entirely different meaning. Indeed. You are absolutely correct, Fräulein. What meaning? Too bad we're pro bono. Rip. It's like your dad's a lawyer or something. Where'd you learn all this? The entry wound was on the right side of the victim's head, correct? Well, the right side of the victim's head is north. North? Ah! But that's where the witness Wesley Stickler was standing. Correct. So if he was standing to the north, then the only person here who could have shot the victim in the right temple was Mr. Stickler himself. Order! Order! Order!
Wow. The apple didn't fall far from the tree. She's flipped this whole case on its head while I was still figuring it out.
Oh. Clarify one point for me, if you would, Herr Forehead.
What now?
Are you truly accusing this college student of murder?
Well, I can't say he exactly looks innocent, but something still doesn't feel right. I just can't picture him as the real killer. Tragic. I would love to see him go to jail.
But I also don't think it's him. No, please. Looks aside, I'm a really nice guy. All my friends say so. You don't have friends.
Fucking
liar.
Idiot.
Let's hear what the defense has to say.
What are you gonna do now, Justice? Should I really accuse Mr. Stickler? Let's accuse him of another crime.
No, it's a secret third crime.
Yeah.
Let's say he's a nice guy too. Like, come on, bud.
I don't think Wesley Stickler is a killer, but he's not innocent either. His unusual silence tells me that much. Mr. Stickler, you seem unusually quiet. Tell us why, now.
The word confession isn't in my dictionary. Herr Forehead, I'm afraid it falls to you to elucidate Herr Stickler's silence. Mr. Justice, you did say you were accusing the witness just now for a crime other than murder. Your reason? The court's all ears.
Gah! I know he's guilty of something, but what crime?
What other crimes are there other than murder?
That's really funny. But what crime other than murder is there?
Arson? That's not real.
That's not real? Theft?
That's fake.
I don't know. That's really funny.
Tax evasion? Maybe.
Maybe.
Identity theft? Huh?
Do I have evidence that shows his involvement in some
He's the
other
panty
crime?
thief. He's too... It makes so much sense. He's so sexually frustrated because he's a piece of shit annoying person. He had to steal that underwear.
He's the panty thief.
Yep.
Oh my god. True.
That's why his phone is also under the car with the car stashed with panties.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you have it.
There you have it, folks. Okay.
I don't think.
Do I have evidence that shows his involvement in some other crime?
Your evidence? The court's all eyes, Mr. Justice. Show us evidence that points to the witness's involvement in a crime. TRUCY's were in the tailpipe, right?
No, it was the other... Yeah. I can't remember where TRUCY's were.
I can see. Okay, found in the
those
okay,
were in
yeah.
the trash, so it was TRUCY's that were in the tailpipe. Okay. Yeah, okay. The evidence is this.
What? Is that women's underwear? Hey, those are mine! look at me like that! Order, order, order! Mr. Stickler, while I can't say this comes as a shock, it's not what it seems. My Pythagorean theory.
That's funny. On the night of the murder, just past 9 p.m., a young girl catches a panty snatcher red-handed. Bravely, she gives chase, but the snatcher flees and hides himself in no other place than the Maractus Clinic garage.
Aha!
Incidentally, these panties were found in the exhaust pipe of the car there. Presumably, he was trying to hide the evidence of his crime. Ergo, while you may not be a murderer, you are guilty of panty snatching in the first degree.
Please hear me out. It's not what it looks like. Order, order, order! Mr. Stickler, you should be ashamed. It's not what it seems. So, are we to understand that you were silent not because you were guilty of murder, but because you lacked the courage to admit your theft of this girl's undergarments? Perhaps you are not aware of my school's name. It was originally written IV. I stands for intelligent, V stands for valiant, see? Your point? I'm not done. Now, I'm a major in the science department. And what does a science teach if not curiosity? Yes, we of the IVU Science Department are valiantly curious. No challenge is too daunting, then we greater challenge than science than mystery.
Good one.
We're just gonna keep going.
Come on! You're talking about a girl's panties here.
No, you don't understand. A mystery is the unknown, and the unknown is unacceptable. And my friends, when it comes to mysteries, those panties are the promised land.
Oh my god.
They're so mysterious. Yeah. I mean, of course. I'm literally like, yeah.
Yeah.
From the moment I first laid eyes on them, I was compelled to investigate. For science. A full-size car tire was only the first mystery those panties revealed. Huh? Oh.
Tire?
Yes, I saw her do it. She pulled a tire out of those panties.
The magic.
The magic. Okay. The redemption there's no redeeming, but that's not all. First there was the tire, then a stew pot, and a frozen chicken. One mystery after another. It was magic. Oh, I remember now. He's one of the regulars in the audience at the Wonder Bar.
Huh?
He's talking about my magic panties trick. I don't understand. The broom, from a pair of panties, it mocks the very laws of physics.
A broom and a frozen chicken, TRUCY? Whatever happened to doves and bunny rabbits?
Mr. Stickler, you stole this girl's panties to understand a magic trick? You say panties, but they are so much more than that. For me, they are an object of serious study. I wonder. There has been a recent rash of panty snatchings in the area. Were they all you? I am sorry, but I did it for science. Each time I spied a pair of panties flapping in the breeze, maybe this would be the pair that would elucidate the mystery. Even that night as she chased me through the streets, I wept tears of joy. Perhaps this is the night that I would seize the truth of what lies within those panties, yet woe was I. But once again the lacy out bad and slipped through my fingers. Still, that leaves one thing unexplained. You refer to our witness's other lie, yes? The witness claimed he saw the crime from the south, but was in fact in the north. Indeed. Would anyone care to explain why he lied about that? Understood. Case dismissed. You're out of here. Kisses Mary Poppins' ass. Did it for science. Cool motive, still a crime. Also, what science? What science? Pathetic, yeah. But I mean, I can see the magic angle.
Yeah.
Like, okay, fine, but be normal about it, maybe. Be my guest, Hair Forehead.
Me?
Did I not hear you correctly? Did you not say you do not accuse the witness of murder? Why then did the witness lie about his location?
That's the difference
at the time
between
of the
him and Phoenix. Phoenix, without, like, he would be like, yeah, this bitch did it.
Yeah, he did it. Sure, why not?
I don't know. I don't know.
Sure. Or have you no idea? Apollo, there's something about the way the diagram is arranged right now. When you think about it, right near where Mr. Stickler was standing, isn't there a... No, but I love Clever because he's generally just a good... Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Justice, what say you? Do you have any evidence to show why the witness lied about his location?
What's,
Nice view.
No.
Wait, I can slide this map. Ah. Oh, that's it. Okay. Any... Why... Show why... Well, I mean, if... Actually, even in his original story, it wouldn't make sense if he came from that way, right? He'd still, no matter what, be seeing things from the north.
Oh, do you think it's the Kitaki panties? Somehow he, like, wanted to say that he wasn't, like, close to the Kitaki mansion or coming from the Kitaki mansion or something like that.
That he like, wasn't the one that put them in the trash.
Yeah, or something like
Bro,
that.
but if he was saying he was in the south, that would put him closer to them.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, because, okay. Walkie would have ran off to the north or whatever, then, if he's on the south.
I mean, here's the thing, right? Is that... yeah, I don't know. Something about them being the Kitaki underwear, and we had a thing that was like, you would be able to know immediately that they were the Kitaki person's underwear. Yeah, distinctive, to say the least. That he would, I don't know, maybe he would realize who he stole from and then be like, oh shit, throw it in the trash. I don't know. That's the only thing that is, like, a little bit suspicious to me still about all this. And the only reason he would have to lie.
So why he lied. Yeah. Why he lied. He's coming from the store. Well, his story was coming from the store. Going there. Yeah, that would... No, I'm confused now, because he said he came, like, from here and around and over.
That could have been a lie just to say that he dropped his phone at the clinic. Because he was probably coming from Mr. Wright's office.
Which would also be...
Went to the Maractus clinic, but then, yeah, walked to the park.
On the... well... On the other hand... He went... I mean, you'd have to go down and stuff to get to Kentucky, but... I don't see it. I don't know, have we examined this yet?
I don't think so.
It's the Eldoon Noodles mascot. Mr. Salty. He's so cute.
It's not a very endearing mascot, is it?
You know, come to think of it, it looks a lot like you, Apollo. Especially the red parts.
Can I help it if I like red?
Fucking roasted. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm kind of in the same boat as you, where it's like, this feels sketchy somehow, but I don't, like, see the connection exactly.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to try it? See if it explains it to us?
Yeah. Don't lie about his location. We can't show profiles, so it's not going to be people. Unless he's the one that stole the cart. Okay, let's... After 10... Okay, yeah, try it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Aha! The evidence that shows why he lied is this.
What? More panties? How many panties are you carrying in your pocket here, forehead?
These are the last, honest! These were found in a trash can at the park. Looking at the diagram... Okay.
I wish I had that map, maybe, so I could have looked at it, but
yeah,
I guess I'll go fuck
fuck
myself.
We can see that the trash can was right next to where the witness stood.
Mr. Stickler, you didn't. Alas, I'm a failure as a scientist. Yes.
Yes.
I can't unravel the mysteries of the universe. I can't even unravel a pair of panties.
Yes.
So, these panties are your handiwork as well. That night, I had been hounded into the Maractus Clinic garage. Weeping in frustration, I was forced to abandon my prize. Don't you see how I felt?
Believe me, I'd rather not.
I hid in the garage for a short while, then abandoning the panties I made for home. To avoid the office where the girl works, I went towards the south entrance. When I saw them hanging there on a clothesline by a giant mansion. A giant pair of panties.
Apparently, he didn't know those bloomers belonged to the mob.
I had them safe in my pocket, ready to take home, when I stumbled upon a murder.
The murder of Dr. Maractus.
I reported what I had seen, but as I waited for the police to arrive, I got scared. What if they searched me?
That's when you disposed of the bloomers.
Yes. It was a severe blow to the progress of science, but one that had to be borne. A fascinating, if disturbing, tale. Stickler, I will develop a fear of plums after this. I hope so. I believe this brings today's proceedings to a close, and I'm more than pleased to dismiss this witness for the remainder of the trial.
Thank fuck!
One last thing, if I might. Yes, Prosecutor Gavin? Regardless of where we ended today, some vital points were made. Namely, that the defendant, Waki Kitaki, was at the scene of the crime, and he was pointing a weapon at the victim. One more thing. Waki Kitaki has a clear motive. Indeed. The defendant, Waki Kitaki, is still the prime suspect in this case. The only suspect, in fact. Assuming there was no one else on the scene at the time. Yet, a mystery still remains. The location of the wound in the victim's right temple has yet to be explained. The court requests further investigation from both the defense and the prosecution. Yeah, baby.
Yeah. No problem.
Very well. This brings the trial for the day to a close. Court is adjourned. That he can't figure out a magic trick isn't actual magic. I mean, look. This is your brain on
Magic.
STEM, kid.
Literally.
Keep it.
Do you want to call it there?
I mean, I
I
guess.
have to go make dinner.
I see.
And then, have plans tonight.
Ooh, a real short one.
Yeah.
Hi, Axio. You may be the opposite of just in time.
Oh.
I think. Yeah, I mean, it's a good point.
It's a good,
It's
yeah,
a good
we
point.
did the trial day.
So, we did the trial day.
Can't help being really smart all the time.
It's hard. It's hard being a good STEM kid.
Yeah.
And good at what we do. Bellbox, you're also the opposite of just in time.
I'm sorry, guys.
You're ruining. What do you have to cook food for? Just
My
don't.
sister.
Just don't.
I so rarely am, like, cook food for my sister, even though I said I would. I have to give her one day this week.
Okay. So thank y'all for hanging out. Yeah, it's sorry for the early one, but life calls, right? What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Not everyone can be 6 to 9 hours.